So when I look at you right now, I don't see ordinary women. I see extraordinary women. The only thing that little girl needed when she was little, she needed someone to remind her of the truth of who she really is.
A privilege for me to introduce her, Coach Brigitte. She is an award winning leadership and workforce development strategist, author, and government contractor with over 20 years of experience spanning three continents, bringing diverse lived experiences, global perspectives, and transformative insight to every stage and boardroom she enters. A certified AI consultant recognized in over 50 countries, she is a certified executive master coach. She is certified by the John Maxwell Leadership Team, a certified NLP practitioner, and she is a trained mental health first aider through the National Council for Mental Wellbeing, author, premier global speaker just across multiple continents, delivering keynotes that move audiences from inspiration to transformation. She has been named an award winning woman to watch and is the proud recipient of 8x state commendations for the Governor of Washington for her contribution to leadership, development, and workforce excellence. Coach Bridget, it is an honor for us, an honor for sharEvery to have you and listen to you on this International Women's Day. So over to you, and it's now time to listen to you.
Thank you, every single one of you. What a warm welcome. You make me feel as if I'm already in your home in India. That's how I feel right now. Thank you so much for that introduction. Do you remember the last time somebody told you you can do something just because you are a girl? Is there anybody like that in the room? Because I know I was told like that many times when I was growing up in Nigeria and in West Africa. Thank you. Perhaps it was your father who said that to you. Or maybe it was your teacher in school or that boy in your class who laughed at you each time you raised up your hand to answer a question. And maybe it was your mom. Maybe it was your mother. Ladies, you are here right now. And if you agree with me, at that point, you felt it, didn't you? Because I know that when they tell me those kind of things, I remember a point in time, one of my uncle had told my father, why are you wasting your money training, this girl? She's just a girl. She's going to get married. I remember that. And so that's how I know that we have something in common in the room. And I do understand that in your country, India, I believe that feeling has a name. It is called Paraya Dhan. I may not say it very well, but correct me, I stand to be corrected. And when I discovered those two words while preparing to be here with you today, I had to stop. Because Paraya means not your own. Wow. And then Dhan means property. So if you put two of them together, it means Paraya Dhan. That is, a girl child is not her own. She belongs to her father first and then to her husband. And never once does she belong to herself. Confidence to speak up even when your voice is shaking. They said that. And so this little girl grows up. Her dreams were never really hers to keep. Her ambitions were never really hers to even chase. Because from the moment she was born as a girl child, the world already had written her story for her. But here is what the world forgot to do. The world forgot to completely understand that this girl child, that one day she will no longer be silenced. Because this girl child was never ordinary. And I must say that you all look amazing. You have wonderful stories, every single one of you. So when I look at you right now, I don't see ordinary women. I see extraordinary women. The only thing that that little girl needed when she was little, she needed someone to remind her of the truth of who she really is. And today, as the world celebrates International Women's Day, and as we are gathered here in this room and talking about finding her voice, I'm here to help you, remind you to fix your crown, because you can become the extraordinary woman you were always born to be. That one that you dreamt that you want to be. Hello, everyone. My name is Brigitte O Michaels. I am not someone who is really big on titles, but when our host asked us to send her names, Coach Rambabu, I just, okay, let me just give him what, the word normally like. The word likes titles, and that's why you had all those mouthful of my title. But beyond everything that I have accomplished, as a woman, as an ordinary woman, the only one that stands best for me is the lived experiences, not the coach, not the executive trainer, not the award winning, not the mentor, but the lived experiences that I have from 3 continents. Born in Nigeria, British, and now I'm an American. Well, I never always had my voice. I never was able to speak like this. I saw myself as an extraordinary girl when I was growing up. But the world kept putting me down. And my mission to empower women on a large scale truly began when a judge declared my 18-year-old abusive marriage over April of 2017. In that moment, everything shattered for me in my life. And I found myself, like thousands of women, alone, divorced with 3 children, and I didn't even know how to manage. I'm sure you hear this in India, where when you're going through something as a young girl or as a woman child, you hear somebody tells you, don't worry, just go through it. Be strong. Just go through it. Push through. Just enjoy it. But sometimes something inside of you breaks. And when it breaks, it forces you to ask a different question. You will agree with me. You've come to that point in time where you had to ask yourself that question. Where do I start from? Where do I begin? The reality, something broke inside of me when I read the statistics that every single year, 23 million girls in India drop out of school. Then imagine 23 million voices that the world may never hear. Not because they're not brilliant, not because they do not have dreams, not because poverty told them their brother's education mattered more than theirs, but because tradition told them their highest calling was someone else's household. You don't worry, you don't need to do anything. All you need to do is Paraya Dhan. You will get married, you go and be a mother and a wife somewhere else. Only 1 out of every 100 girls in rural India make it all the way to class 12. And 1 out of 100, that's 1 person out of every 100 girls. And that means 27 out of every 100 girls are married before their 18th birthday. Their futures decided before they ever had a chance to decide for themselves. I can relate to that as a born Nigerian, because there's some part in my country where girls have to be married even at age 12. But here's the number that set my soul on fire. Research shows that for every single extra year a girl stays in school, her income can grow by up to 20%. Not charity, not luck, just a girl who was given a chance to be able to turn it into a crown that she can wear on her head. So when we silence a girl child, when we tell her that she's only a Paraya Dhan, we're not just stealing her education from her, we are stealing her joy, we are stealing her voice, we are stealing that thing that's supposed to take her from ordinary to extraordinary. I want you to believe that extraordinary girls are being born anyway every single day in India. If you have a girl child, I want you to start speaking into the life of that girl child from today. Tell her she's extraordinary. Tell her how amazing, how brilliant, how wonderful that she is. And that if she can dream it, she can achieve it. And if she can reach for the sky, she can get there. And even beyond the skies. Because my mom, she died December 25th, Christmas Day 1996. My mom always tells me this thing. Anytime I'm trying so hard and maybe I fail, or somebody mock at me in school, and she will tell me, Bridget, don't worry. One broken dream is not the end of dreaming. If your dreams are broken, go to sleep, for tomorrow you will dream again. I'll say that again. Anytime I felt sad, either because maybe I failed or I got mocked at by the boys in school, my mom will always tell me, Bridget, my daughter, one broken dream is never the end of dreaming. If your dreams are broken, go to sleep, for tomorrow you will dream again. And so as leaders in the room, I've seen doctors, I see powerful women in this room. I want you to take it upon yourself that from now on, you're going to be the voice for the little girl who cannot speak up yet. The voice to encourage her to dream again. When you are a teacher in a school and you see a little girl miserable, crying, maybe because you don't know how she managed to get to school that very day, encourage her and say those words to her. Because I'm very sure you must have heard of ARUNIMA SINHA. She was a national volleyball player when she was thrown from a moving train by thieves in 2011. She lost her leg. The world said her story was over. But you know what? ARUNIMA looked at that broken chapter of her life and decided it was not the end. It was the beginning for her. She trained through pain. She trained. She climbed through her fear. And in 2013, I don't know if you remember, she became the first woman amputee to reach the summit of Mount Everest. She later said, I would not have climbed Mount Everest if I had not met with the accident. Oh my God. When I read that, my heart was full of love for her because her greatest breakdown became her greatest breakthrough. What are you experiencing today in your life that you think it is over? Use that to become the extraordinary woman that you were born to be. What about AVANI LEKHARA? At 11 years old, a car accident left AVANI with a spinal cord injury. Doctors said she may never walk again. But AVANI picked up a rifle. She trained her mind. She steadied her hands. And at the Paris 2024 Paralympics, she became the first Indian woman to win 2 gold medals in Paralympic history. breaking her own world record in the process. She did not just overcome her circumstances, she rewrote them. Oh my God. I'm just going to share with you one last woman. Born in 1831, married at just 9 years old, Savitribai Phule, in a time where girls were not allowed to see, even dream of education. But Savitribai refused to accept that. Her husband saw the fire in her eyes and taught her how to read and write. When the world said the wife had no business learning anything at all, the husband was busy teaching this young girl. And then she walked. Every single day she walked to school. And every single day, people would throw stones at her. They throw mud at her. They threw dung, every dirty thing at her. They wanted to shame her back into silence so that her voice would be hidden forever. But Savitribai did something extraordinary. She simply carried a spare sari in her bag. And so she would change into it when she arrived, and she kept teaching. And in 1848, she opened the first school for girls in all of India. A girl married off at 9 years old became the mother of education for millions of Indian daughters. Millions of Indian little girls and women. She did not wait for the world to change. She became the world changer. I know you must have heard me today, and you're thinking, but Brigitte, all of these women are extraordinary. But it all starts with a decision. So I challenge you today, while you are here with me this morning, I challenge you to make a decision to rise up in spite of what the world has told you, in spite of what the society in India has told every one of you and every little girl that is coming behind you. I am here to invite you to make that same decision that all of these ladies that I've shared with you, all three of them, they made. Because the theme of today is her voice is her power. And I want to ask you something right now. Raise your hand or type yes in the chat if you have ever been afraid to speak up in class, at home, in school, or anywhere. Raise up your hand or drop a chat if you have ever been told that as a young girl. Because I know, as a young girl growing up, I was told that many times, over and over again. And even when I got married, when I tried to speak, my ex-husband would silence me and tell me no. And so I would bury myself up in the room, reading and studying. And that's why when Dr. Qureshi was introducing me, he mentioned a lot of accolades and achievements and titles, because I used my pain to develop myself, because I refuse to be ordinary that the world wants me to be. And so I challenge you today, as you listen to my voice, I challenge you to stop allowing fear to hold back your voice, because your voice is your first superpower. It is that thing that Paraya Dhan was designed to take from you. And you have been carrying it around, sitting on it, eating it, swallowing it, when the whole world has been waiting to hear from you. I'm telling you today, the world is waiting for you to speak. So if you will allow me, I want to challenge you today. I want to challenge you while you are in this room to speak out. Because I came here today virtually from across the ocean, virtually, because I needed you to know that your most extraordinary chapter is not behind you, but it is ahead of you. And it starts today. So if you will, I want you to repeat after me. And I want you to say it like you mean it. Say it from your belly, from your guts. Say, I am not Paraya Dhan.
I am not Paraya Dhan.
Paraya Dhan.
I belong to myself.
I
I
belong to
belong
I
to
myself.
belong
myself.
to myself.
My voice is my power.
My
My
voice is my
voice is my
power.
power.
My dream is mine to dream.
My
My
dream is
dream
mine to
is
Dream
mine
dream.
to
is
dream.
mine to dream.
I am not ordinary.
I'm
I
not
am not
ordinary.
an ordinary.
I am extraordinary.
I'm
I am
extraordinary.
a extraordinary.
Ordinary.
And I am just getting started.
And still just getting started.
Started. Yes.
And I'm
Thank you so
still
much for
getting
that.
started.
Thank you. Thank you. So here is your charge. Here is what I'm applauding. I'm begging. I'm pleading with you, the adults in the room. As we close out of this Zoom today, I want you to find a girl, a little girl to mentor, because that's how I got to where I am. I've always looked for mentors to mentor me. So if you are an older woman, an older girl in the room, find a younger girl to pour into and mentor her and let her know that she can dream again. And if you are a little girl, you're a young girl, I mean, even if you are 80, take it from me, you are still a young girl. So all you need to do is to look for someone who can mentor you, someone who has walked the path that can be a mentor to you. Because I am encouraging you, I'm inviting you now to go build the village. Go build the village so that you can go from ordinary to extraordinary. And you don't need to do that alone. You don't. Because every extraordinary woman you have ever heard of had someone in her corner, someone who saw the fire when the world was trying to put it out, someone who can help you, take you from where you are right now and place you right where you ought to be. And if you are an older woman, find a younger girl who you can lead and take her to where they want to be. Who is the girl you see a spark in? Is it a student in your class? Is it a little girl in your community? Is it that little girl that you see walk past you every single day and you haven't said a word to her? Reach out to her today. Look her in the eyes and say, I believe in you. You may never know how far those 4 words will carry her, but just say it anyways. And young girls, find your village. You're already here, and that's why I know you'll find a village in this foundation. You'll find a village in sharEvery. sharEvery is providing you the opportunity to become extraordinary. Refuse to be ordinary. Refuse to be small. Refuse to allow anybody put you inside a box. You are limitless. And sharEvery Foundation is already giving you that platform. Please make good use of it. Let someone inside of you, let someone come in to help you, because you were not designed to rise up alone. And before I leave, I just want to let you know, I believe in you. My name is Brigitte O Michael, and you and every single one of you was born to reign. Happy International Women's Day. Thank you, Coach Rambabu, for allowing me to be here.
That was really a very wonderful presentation, and I could see even the comments coming up from our participants, all the young girls who have joined us. I could see their comments. It is so interesting. The voice is so beautiful, such a beautiful voice. And yes, I had just I'm feeling short of words to say about your presentation. Yes, of course, I love the thought. I am not ordinary, I am extraordinary. And in fact, every one of us who is listening to this, we need to know that we should now it's the time that we reach out to every woman around us and tell her she is extraordinary. She can do anything. We need to tell her that her voice matters and her dreams are valid. We need to encourage her to believe that her ideas can change the world. And when we women believe in ourselves and when we support one another, we can not just succeed, but we can inspire generations to come. So thank you so much, Coach Brigitte O Michael, for this wonderful presentation. And it was really like Women's Day when I was thinking of it as something you just made of a day. And it was such a powerful talk. All the women who are present in the session now and who will be listening to you, we are really going to fill with so much of motivation.